Hey guys, it's Josh here and welcome back to another room build video. I did build this house quite some time ago, maybe about a week ago, so I may make some mistakes while doing this voiceover, so I apologize if I do. Anyway, so this house is mainly a modern house, but I did also try and add some little nautical hints here and there, as well as some coastal elements, because I just thought I'd change it up a bit, and it is in Brindleton Bay after all, so adding some nautical and coastal elements to the house are, I think, a good idea. So that's what I did. So I do put some platforms here and there, and then on the roof I do also have some half walls on the roof as well, just to make it look a bit more like a yacht. Because if you look at the front of the house, it actually looks like the side of a boat, and I thought that was quite interesting, so I kept it and I just decided to go along. But I did shorten it a little bit because it was a bit too long, so that's that. And the left of the front of the house ends up becoming a really nice large greenhouse, so your Sims can plant plants and not have to worry about the seasons, which is a really good thing. And then the front of the house, I think, stays largely the same except for like the color, because I do change the wall color a bit later. So originally it's like a white plank across the whole front of the house. Like the whole entire exterior is like white plank, and then later on I decided it was just way too much, so I do put some natural timber colored walls on the exteriors as well, just to try and break it up a little bit, because it was kind of just like a clinical white across the whole front, which is kind of a bit weird. So I decided to try and make it a little bit more natural looking and have some natural colored timber as well. Messing around with the top of the house, I always have trouble finding like a good ceiling color for all the tops of the house. It's just, I don't know why, I just have heaps of problems. I do have the door black at the start, but I think I changed it to like a brown color as well, because it's I don't think a coastal house has like much black in it, because it's meant to be light, bright, warm, but black is just not really that color. And I do put like a nice little circular window just to like hint towards the nautical, if you couldn't tell from the house shape. And yeah, there's many windows in this house. Like, I think all my modern houses have way too many windows, because like if you look at my other house, like Beachwater Views, that's at Windenburg, that has like half of the walls, like probably 50% of the walls are covered with windows, if not more, because there's just way too many. But it's a coastal home like this one, so there's lots of windows so you can look at the ocean, which makes sense, but there's just a lot of windows. I can't restrain myself. So working with the exteriors now, I think I messed with the foundations a little bit, but I just keep it a small foundation and just have all the main outdoor living spaces on the ground level, because I think it just looks a bit better. And it also creates some like separation, like it's like a tier instead of like having just the flat platform across the whole back area, or just like having a nice flat, like the pool. I always like the pools on the ground instead of on the platform, so that's actually the main reason why I did keep it a small platform and just have some little stairs instead of having a huge platform. Anyway, the pool gets done. I think I put lots of tiles down as well for the back area. And I do remove that back fence, because like, why would you want to block off a nice view of the bay? So after I put the tiles down, I think we go back inside and I start messing with the orientation of the rooms, after I just mess around with this little greenhouse area. Because initially I wasn't actually planning this to be a greenhouse. I was going to have it to be some kind of like lounging space, but I decided to keep it separate, walled off, and just keep it and make it into a nice greenhouse wing of the house. Anyway, once I do that, I do spend a lot of time on the room orientation, so once we get up to it, I think I will skip it. So just a warning if the video just suddenly skips ahead. I think we're actually really close to it, so I will just skip as soon as... Yeah, so I think we're just working with the orientations now, so I will skip, so see you soon. Basically, everything's done now, so once we just do the little adjustments, we'll go straight into the kitchen like I always do and start from there. So I did try and put the kitchen on that side of the wall to begin with, but I think I just moved it to the opposite side because I think it just fits better because there's that little nice corner just to put the kitchen up against, so I did move it there. And there's a really nice large island counter for Sims to just sit at, and I was going to put like a TV in here at one stage, but there was just no good spot to put it. There was like, it was always going to be at an awkward angle, so your Sims would get a sore neck if they were trying to watch TV while sitting at the counter having breakfast or something. So I ended up removing the TV later. Like, I think you'll see me place a TV soon. And I do extend the kitchen a bit more because it's kind of a bit small for the size of the house. Like, it's not a big house, but like you'll be able to entertain heaps of people because it's only a 2-bedroom house, but like there's heaps of seats, heaps of like entertainment areas. Like, you're gonna need a big kitchen if you want to have a few people cooking some salads and desserts at the same time. I think this would make a good family home. Like, it's a really high-end, expensive family home, but like if you had rich Sims, I think this would be like a nice starter home for them or something. Who knows? So so that area that I just extended actually becomes like a study / skill building room, and I just realized that I forgot to put the stairs down, so I'm gonna have to like end up putting what am I talking about? I'm gonna have to end up redoing the upper levels because for some reason I built the upper level without consideration to the stairs for whatever reason, so like there was gonna be like this upper level without any way to get up there, which was a bit weird, but that's all fixed up now, and the stairs are there. So upstairs is one regular bedroom, one master bedroom, and an ensuite, as well as a little outdoor area for some like Sims to go to if they want. Like, there's a public outdoor area and there's also a master bedroom outdoor area. And for some reason I like tried to put down that like, diagonal chair, but I decided not to and put it back to the study because that was kind of a weird thing that I was doing right there, but made it back to the study, so everything's good. Once again, I'm using all these new seasons furniture because like I really love the style that most of the seasons the new objects that seasons adds. Like, the styling is like something that I really love. Like, I really love timber, so when seasons came and added heaps of like timber chairs and like timber tables and whatnot, I was so happy about it. It's so awesome looking, and like it's very modern as well. Like, I really love the modern timber look. Like, if there's a way for me to not have to be all white, regular, metallic modern, then I'll pick wooden modern or timber modern because I just love the color of timber with white, and that's how it turned out. Yeah, so we replaced the end table, not the end table, the coffee table to be the parenthood one, I think. I'm not sure if that stays, but a big coffee table does end up staying there in the end. So here we start with the study. I was going to try and make that bookshelf work, but like I didn't really like how the sides of the bookshelves kept clipping into the wall and like you couldn't adjust it to not clip, so I just chose I think I'll put the seasons one back in there because it's a similar feel as what I wanted to use. And I put like a little second desk as well, so like if you have so the teen or child sim can sit there and study instead of having to share a computer with your parents. And there's also a keyboard, so like you can play some piano as well. And I do put an easel inside as well. I'm not too sure if I actually do keep. Yeah, I think I do keep it in there. Yeah. And then there's also a bookshelf as well. Actually, no, the easel goes. I think I put a reading area there instead. Yeah, sorry, I keep making mistakes. I did like build this a week ago, so I keep forgetting about the little things I did to the house. And once we do some adjustments here, I think I just move on and I do come back later because I usually just skim over all the rooms, place some furniture down, and then come back and like refine and decorate the room further. I think I like that kind of build technique instead of... I know some people like build room by room, but I kind of like building... kind of like building bits of the room all at once. Like I try and like skim over once, skim over twice, maybe even a third time, and just keep refining it, and then it will end up getting to the stage where I'm happy with it. So putting some entrance tables down. I use the good old seasons one because like I love it so much. I think I put it in every build that I do. It's crazy. Like even if it's just a single room, like a bedroom build that I did recently, I think I actually used it. Like that's how much I use it. It's so crazy. Putting some entrance decorations down as well as the umbrella. Yeah, so there's the seat. I think I forgot to mention it. And I actually haven't used that decoration that I put down just now, that the dead tree with the light behind it. I don't really get the aesthetic of it, but it looked nice, I guess, so I put it there. So here's where I tried to put the TV down. There was no really good spot to put it, so I just decided to just have no TV. So I put some pot plants down. Well, plant pots down rather. And put some decorations as well, because it is a greenhouse, so there'll be lots of plants and decorations. I do reduce the number of plant pots I have. I think I moved the circle ones and put them outside. But I do keep the big square ones. And I do change it up a little bit by having... I do try and make the floor a bit more refined by having two colors, so like a brown tile and a white tile. And it also fits because the main color scheme is brown and white, so having a brown and white tiled floor also fits as well, so that's that. And I actually did something different this time, and I did use the laundry day windows with various like objects sitting on the windowsill, which I think is quite nice, and I was wondering why they didn't do that without cheats. Like you kind of have to use cheats to do it, but I think it looks really good if you do it. So just fencing some areas off, and this is where I changed the walls to have some timber colors as well, because it was kind of just clinically white, so I just tried to change it up a little bit by having some nice timber colors as well. And I don't know why, but it kind of looks a bit retro if you ask me, but it still looks like a boat, so I kept it like that. I've never built anything retro, so like I don't even know if my understanding of retro is like the proper understanding, but like I think it looked a little bit retro in a weird way. But it looks nautical overall, so I did keep it. And I do extend the little different colored tiles to the inside of the main area, which ends up looking really nice, and it does end up breaking up the space a little bit and like kind of like opening up the space. Like it invites you a little bit more by like directing you towards the kitchen. So now we start with the bedrooms. I think I do just mess with the tiling of the bathroom before like doing more of the bedroom. But I'm using the really nice Seasons bed because I really like it. It's awesome. The color schemes of like the recent Seasons objects are really good. Like I really love how there's like different variations and whatnot, because it's based upon the season, so like there's almost a color scheme for every season and more. So I really love how they've like started doing way more swatches. And there is a nice reading area inside the master bedroom, and there's also like a really nice seating area for your Sims outside as well. And but I don't think I put a bookshelf in there for some reason. It's a bit weird to have a reading area in the bedroom for your Sims if there's no bookshelf, but that's what I did. Yeah, so there's the really nice coffee table. It's a really nice space to sit. Well, there's a few books, I guess. It's a really nice spot to sit in the mornings. But if I lived here, I'd probably sit outside in the mornings, provided it's not cold. Yeah, so there's lots of floor mats going in. And the other bedroom in the house was kind of made for a child or teen, so yeah, so I did try and like make this into like a little family home. like a, I guess it'd be a rich family, but like it's kind of a family home. But I mean, you could like put like a double bed in the second bedroom and just make it into a regular guest bedroom or something, and that works. But the positioning of the window was kind of really good for a kid's bedroom as well, because like when I think of a kid's bedroom, I kind of think of like a little nook in the corner for some reason, and that window kind of like brings out that feeling for me. I've just seen in a lot in movies and stuff how like there's always that one window in that kid's bedroom where the bed is up against and they look out or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, but that's fine. So we're just working on outside gardening. I hope the sim that moves into this house likes gardening, or there's just going to be this like barren wasteland of a greenhouse with like dead plants everywhere. Putting some colourful mats in, and like I'm actually trying to put some blue because it was kind of just like white and grey, I mean white and brown, so like I tried to like make it a bit more blue, and it does bring out the coastal vibe of the house as well as the nautical vibes. Yeah, so I'm putting some more blue down. I think I put some kids posters and stuff down as well, just to make it a bit more child friendly. But don't make it like super childish and have like toys and stuff floating everywhere, but I don't even think I put a toy down, so maybe this is a teen's bedroom in the end. But if you have a kid, there's enough room to put like a bear or a toy box down and they'll be happy, I'm sure. I do play around with the orientation of the bath, so I really like the parenthood sink, but like it didn't really go with the bathroom, so I just chose this really nice brown cream colored stone, I think it's a stone sink, which looks really nice. I did keep it. And a little storage unit for the bathroom, because you do need a place to store like towels and stuff, and the Seasons ones is probably one of my favorites, aside from the little industrial looking one, which I did put in the kitchen, I think. And now we're doing some more decorations and refining some of the decorations in the house. I did try and make it look like a surround sound system by putting some stereos above and like to the sides of the TV and below the TV as well. I put some decorations against the wall and putting some more paintings down. I think one thing I noticed is that with my builds I put way too many plants down, and I try to control myself when I put plants down, but I put way too many plants down, and paintings. Like I think like 30% of the cost of the house is probably like plants and paintings, because I put way too many down, especially outside, because I try and like hide the foundation a little bit in the outdoor back area by putting lots of like ground cover plants down and ferns and tall grass, and it looks good, but like at what cost? Now we're doing the lighting. I do chose these nice, are they pendant lights? I'm not sure. I don't really know much of the architectural terminology, but like I put some of these nice little pendant lights down, and then I put some paper lanterns upstairs as well as in the study room, because they give off a nice warm light instead of a white light. But usually the bathrooms I put a random down light in there, because the bathroom just can have any old light and it'll be fine. And I always have lots of fun just like putting decorations in places it usually doesn't go. So like putting those books underneath that little stand unit it's pretty cool, and I love doing it. Like it looks really nice. It makes that accent table look a lot more full and used, and like used to its full potential. And like when you look at it from any angle, it looks really nice. Putting a fruit bowl down, because no kitchen is complete without a fruit bowl. Yes, whoops. I think I did say I used the industrial one, but it looks like I did use the Seasons one here as well. But I really do like the industrial one as well. The industrial unit stand. I think that's what they're called. Anyway, we're doing more plants. I think in the future I'll try and like speed my speed builds up a little bit more, because it's kind of a bit long. I have noticed like it's kind of a bit long, which is why I've been doing some room builds lately, because it's a bit quicker and I'm sure like it's more fun to watch. Like if you have any suggestions, just let me know, but like I don't want videos to be too long and too boring, so in the future I will try and shorten them up a little bit, just so you know. Anyway, we're doing some more decorations. I think like 50% of this build is just decorations, like yay. So now we're finally moving on outside, and I was gonna put a table down, but I think I just put I put 3 relaxation chairs down, or 2 rather, and an umbrella goes up. I really like the New Seasons umbrella because the colors they have for it are really good. Like this really nice baby blue one is awesome. And I did put like a little drink stand so your Sims can like literally just grab a drink, sit down, relax like on a hot summer's day. And if they get hot, they can just walk into the pool, or they can basically walk down into the bay as well. Like this house is in such a good spot. Like down the road there's like a really nice lounge, because this is in Brindleton Bay, so like down the road a bit there's like a nice little lounge, there's a nice little bar, like there's heaps of stuff. You can go down to the docks and fish, like there's heaps of stuff to do in Brindleton Bay. It's one of my favorite towns. I think my favorite town might actually be San Myshuno, but like Brindleton Bay is a really close second. I really love Brindleton Bay. Yeah, there's the industrial stand though, so I do end up using it, so that's good. But yeah, and I do put the door towards the back deck to be accessible from the public area, because it was kind of like a bit of a waste if you're gonna give all that back area just to like a little kid. Because would they use it? I think they'd like probably sit inside and like play My Sims or whatever, instead of like sitting outside like doing homework or something. Like imagine just sitting there just like studying. That would actually be quite nice, but I don't think most kids these days wouldn't do that. Not even I would do that as a uni student. I just sit inside. Because everything I do is on a computer anyway, so it would be kind of difficult to sit outside and study. And now we're just decorating the foundations. I'm trying to hide the fact that it's just a flat foundation wall, because if I had an option, I'd definitely do the things that you could do like in The Sims 3 when you had a foundation. You can like extend the floor a little bit further out away from the foundation, so you can have like a little overhanging bit, which I really love to do, but sadly you can't do in The Sims 4, so I have to make do. But it turned out fine, so I'm happy. And I just put some 0 maintenance plants down as well, so like if you don't want to be a gardener and you still want to have some like garden, I guess, you can just keep those there and just delete all the pot plants and stuff. So I think we're basically done now, so I'll move on to the screenshots. See you soon. If you would like to find this build on the gallery, just search for IllogicalSims, then look for the house called Dockview Heights. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you think, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!